Hey folks, JD here, and today we're looking at these two. Now, this is a comparison video to see if this little nano Syma X20 can keep up with the Syma X5UW. Now, there's a specific reason I've chosen these two copters. I was looking at the features of the X20 and I thought to myself, well, what large copter can mimic this? And it is this one. So the features that we're looking at of the X20 are automatic takeoff, automatic landing, altitude hold, as well as automatic cutoff should any of these propellers become obstructed in any way. The X5UW has exactly the same with a camera. Now, so I'm not going to be using the camera today, just quite simply because the X20 does not have a camera. Okay, so even the transmitters look quite similar. Obviously, the X5UW has an FPV boom on it for your smart device, whereas the X20 doesn't, although it does have a hole for a boom to fit, although no boom is included with this in the package. So, these are the two controllers. Look pretty similar. Okay, let's take them up. Okay, so takeoff operation of the X5UW is quite simple. It's just a single one key, which is this one here on the shoulder. So click it once, the motors start, and up she goes. Okay, so we have... I'm going to take her out a bit because this copter has been very well used, and I'm sure you can tell from the sound of the motors it has had healthier days. As you can see, the pressure that the barometer is reading is altering, so therefore the quadcopter is going to move a little bit. Obviously that is expected, but it is quite incredibly sturdy and still for the fact that it isn't a GPS copter. Right, let's take her out a little bit, let's fly her around a bit. Let's see what... Wow, this thing is loud. I know I've used this in about 5 different videos, I think, if memory serves. And also taken her out on practice time and everything else I've had with her. So, yeah, this... I think I might be retiring this quadcopter after this. Wow. Okay, so look at that, lovely, really nice movements, not jerky in any way, just really nice concentrating on the flight. It is a really nice copter. So altitude hold works really well, it flips really well, that's another thing in common with the X20. All in all, it does really, apart from how it sounds, which as long-time viewers will know, loud quadcopters do irritate me. It's brilliant, you know, it's really good. I had the choice of this or the its other model, the X5UC, I believe. Yes, it is, and I chose the UW as I consider it to be a lot more stable in its flight. When I did the comparison of the UW and the XC, the UW and the UC, I was really quite surprised in how unstable the UC was. And the UW will always be number one for me out of those two. Alright, so really good control, really nice handling, 360 flips without any issues at all. Altitude hold works really well, a little bit of side movement there, but all in all I'm really happy with the fact that once it does take off, its movements are limited to 1 meter. So all in all, yeah, really good little copter. Okay, let's try the one key landing. See now, because there's no rubber on the bottom of these sprigs, as it comes down it does slide a little bit. To be expected, but still having a little bit of rubber underneath them. So if you do have this copter, what I would do, and if this was a newer copter, well I don't know, I might actually replace the motors in it, is put a little bit of rubber underneath the landing sprigs. It might be quite annoying because it is going to come off quite often, but still, all in all, it will stop it from scraping across the ground. Alright, so that is the UW. Let's take this little guy back and then we'll bring out the X20. There we go, a little bit bumpy as the barometer isn't reading correctly the air pressure around it because I was a little bit too low, but still not bad landing. Okay, let's put this to one side. Alright, the X20. So one of the things that I said in the unboxing of this video, and probably before the flight of this video a couple of days ago, was the fact that I didn't know if I was going to like this transmitter. Well, just a little update. I'm pretty sure I put it at the end of the video of the flight, but just a little update just to say that I really do like this transmitter a lot. Now it should just be a simple two click, one button, two button, one click. That's it. Operation to lift her off. Already this is a lot more pleasant to the ears. So as we did with the UW, let's have a little look at, it's pulling back a little bit today, but still, that's the altitude hold feature. Obviously as you can see, I am redirecting this quadcopter a little bit just to keep her a little bit more stable, in which I wasn't doing with the UW. But still, there we go, look at that, altitude hold function working really quite well. If I let go, it does come back a little bit, does need a little bit of trim. But still, all in all, quite good, really quite happy. Off we go. So one of the things we looked at straight away with the UW was 360 flips. There we go, no problem whatsoever. And again, so one of the things I thought that could have been put on this little X20 is a nice little camera. I do feel it is missed a little bit. So as you will know, with the UW, we didn't change out of mode 1, which is slow mode, and likewise we're not going to with this guy. I want this to be quite a nice little, as true a comparison as I can possibly make it. You know, I really don't like doing testing the nanocopters that much. Obviously I do, because there are so many of them out there, and most of them are pretty much suitable for indoors, and they're great for practicing on. If you wanted something which is quiet, like this, if you wanted something which is small and compact, again like this, then it is a really good option to test on. Very good for beginners, but I do often find that a lot of them, when I test them, I feel really it's quite funny to say, and I suppose it's going to sound really quite strange, but I do feel a bit tired after practicing with them, just quite simply because they require so much extra attention on most of them, and they are quite darty and this, that and the other. But this guy is really controlled, really nice. Okay, so I'm not flying him out as much as I was with the UW, simply because he's a nano, and I don't want to lose track of where he is, and I want you guys to be able to see him all the way through the video. I mean, he spirals, turns without any issue at all. He is really... Again, I'm seriously blown away by how well this quadcopter is flying. I know I've said that a lot. I know I must sound like a complete stuck record, and for that I do apologise. It's just after doing the U32 Peregrine, after doing a load of other ones, and finding them to be what I call not as good as their larger counterparts, or just not as good as some of their smaller counterparts. Flying this one really is a really good, a really nice change. Okay, so let's have a little look at the landing feature. So one key again, and this one key will bring it down and land him. But as you can see there, the addition of the rubber underneath definitely does make it a lot easier to land, in so much that when it does land, it doesn't scrape across the floor. Also, something that will help that as well is its low footprint, is its much smaller footprint and weight as well. Oh, and just to add a little side note as well to yesterday's video, I did open this guy up yesterday and had a look at the battery, because I was a bit concerned that the back here was opening a little bit. The battery is not swelling. I'm very happy to report, and there we go. He is landing, and that's it. We are totally out of battery. Okay, so that's actually a pretty good comparison, so much that they both share the same features. Again, the Syma X5UW is really getting on a bit. I'm going to have a little look and see if I can replace these motors. But yeah, other than that, still flies really quite well. The automatic functions of takeoff and landing work perfectly. 360 flips again work perfectly. So once again, a really solid quadcopter. The X20, I am totally blown away by this little guy. Usually I dread taking out nanocopters, but this guy has really made it a lot more fun to do so, in so much that it is a very stable copter to fly. Its 360 flips work without any issue. Its automatic takeoff functions and automatic landing work perfectly as well. So all in all, these two copters I would highly recommend. If you're a beginner, intermediate or advanced user, then absolutely these guys are worth it. this guy retails for about £20–25, and this guy, if memory serves, I might be wrong with this, but I think he's about 40. But yeah, all in all, two really solid, really good quadcopters types of flyers. So there we are, folks. Thanks ever so much for watching and listening. I've been JD. You've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy flying.